What is up, Jamily? This is JamiroFan 2000 here with yet another episode of JamiroFan Talks About, where I take a look at the past, present, and future of JamiroQuai and their sound from the last 26 years. I'd like to send a big thank you to everybody here on the channel who have been enjoying my last few episodes of JamiroFan Talks About, and do not be surprised, these are some of the hardest videos I record, because I do a lot of thinking on trying to make these JamiroFan Talks About episodes very informative and intriguing at the same time. For this episode, I thought I'd talk about the new sound of JamiroQuai's discography. And the beginning point, or the origin of the new sound of JamiroQuai's discography, is a bit of a conflictual type of topic, because to a lot of JamiroQuai fans, JamiroQuai's new sound started at the latter end of Traveling Without Moving, their 1996 groundbreaking, mainstream-breaking album. But to older fans like me, the new sound really started at Synchronized, the follow-up to Traveling Without Moving, where JamiroQuai kind of left the acid jazz funk, or just the acid jazz rootsy sound that they originated on, and went more towards the discotheque, funk-based type music. And throughout, you look at the new sound period, which would be Synchronized to, of course, Automaton, the evolution that the band has taken has been very, very interesting and very, very exciting at the same time. I mean, you go back and look at the old sound with JamiroQuai, the only thing that really changed in that early period was the lyrical aspect of the band. The sound aspect of the band kind of stayed the way it was, though we did see a lot of amazing, spontaneous, exciting music and composition structures in that early period. But in the new sound, we saw a JamiroQuai maturing musically rather than lyrically. Now, there's a few points here and there throughout the new sound which, you know, kind of could devalue that conversation. But I was contemplating the following question when it came in regards to the new sound of JamiroQuai. With Automaton being a sort of a Funk Odyssey 2.0, you might say, them still going back to the Futura funk and the technology and grasping onto technology to be a bit of the innovation factor for the band. Do we think that we've hit the peak sound or the peak creative period that JamiroQuai has had in this new song period? And of course, we're looking at least a 15-year period of this new sound period for JamiroQuai from Synchronized to Automaton. But you know, it's kind of, you look at the new sound and you look at all the kind of steps they took musically and lyrically. You can judge lyrically too, because on some of those new sound albums, JamiroQuai did try to find a fine balance between doing the lyric and the composition being complementive of each other. But when it comes to thinking, could have the band have reached the peak of creativity they've had in this new period, I do still think they might have a chance to go a little higher. It can be a number of things that they do where they could take that new sound to the next level. They could do an augmented reality hat. They could do more technological experimentation, or they can also go back into doing much more artistic music videos. Of course, the JamiroQuai out of the gate has some very good music videos, very good imagery, but when it came to the new sound, it became more imbued with we need to do it artistically and make it really creative, make the music video match the song's amazing creativity at the same time. Sometimes it was just a simple premise in a video, and then some other times it was a full-blown technological crazy time. The most conceptual JamiroQuai video, of course, would probably be Black Capricorn Day with the Chase movie theme, and then of course the most complex technological video, I dare say, is probably Supersonic, where they decided to take the premise of Virtual Insanity and put it on multiple moving floors. Because if you go back and watch that music video, JK is on a floor moving at a different oscillation. Toby is on a different part of the floor moving at a different oscillation. You'd see all the band members, and it was a really cool video. Not to mention the clothing they were wearing, changing white to black. with every movement. It was a very complex video. But, you know, in the new sound era, I do think the band have a few more tricks in their proverbial automaton hats they could bring out. It could be, but this time, you know, I would really like to see them go more, focus more on the lyrical side, because they kind of, you know, the first two albums they did with Universal Music, lyrically, their best album was Automaton so far, and they really reaffirmed their lyrical prowess, or at least Johnson and Kay really reaffirmed their lyrical prowess. Look at the lyrics of Automaton, look at Cloud 9, and specifically, look at songs like Nights Out in the Jungle, look at Dr. Buzz, look at Vitamin. The lyrics came back really strong on this album, and I do think JK, given the right conditions, could come back with even stronger lyrics. And I'm talking like Smith K era strong lyrics. If they were to do a more emphasized songs, future material on more topical issues about what's happening in the world today, I think it would make up for whatever they decide to do visibly with their new material, or whatever they decide to do down the road past Automaton. And this is like 2019, 2020. So, you know, I still think they need to do a collaboration album, at least for my speculation for the next album. I covered this in another video here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel, but I posed a simple question, and many members of the Jamily, I'm very interested in your opinions on this topic. Do you think JamiroQuai, in this new sound era that they have had, be it from Traveling Without Moving to Automaton, or for fans like me, from Synchronized to Automaton, do you think JamiroQuai have reached their peak creative period for the new sound era? I'm most interested in your opinions about this topic, and please feel free to leave your opinions and your thoughts about this topic down in the YouTube comment section of this video down below. I am most interested in hearing all of your opinions and thoughts on this issue. And as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. Thank you again, everybody, for supporting the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel, for visiting the JamiroQuai subreddit, and coming here on a daily basis to get your JamiroQuai news wherever you are in this lovely planet of ours, on a daily, weekly, or whatever basis you do your online activities. And as always, this is JamiroFan 2000, and I'll see you again really soon, hopefully with more JamiroFan Talks About, more JamiroQuai Minute episodes, and much more JamiroQuai related content here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. Bye, everybody.